Hi folks, I'm going to do an acrylic as a watercolour. So I've been asked several times about what paper I use. Can you use it on watercolour paper? Well, of course, acrylic will go on any surface at all. So all I'm going to do with this one is to wet the paper all over. This is on a bit of £90 weight watercolour paper. Dirty brush. Give it a bit of a slosh. I'm going to do a snow scene. Very topical at the moment in the northern hemisphere. Okay, now the paper will expand, which is great because we can tilt it and reclip it. So what we're going to do now is to get a bit of cadmium red, a bit of yellow ochre, and we'll get a bit of sky. See what happens to you get this lovely delicate diffusing of the paint. Be careful, you don't need too much of it. So when the paper expands, we can reclip it. Then it'll start to dry, and we can carry on with the painting. So let's have a bit of bluey, Payne's grey, bit of ultramarine. Let's have a bit of cloud. Now, acrylic will only bleed out a certain amount, then it will stop. Now, it's a lovely, lovely thing to use for this. So reclip it. You don't need to pre-stretch your paper or pre-shrink your paper by using 3-inch wide gummed strip, parcel type strip. it will go flat, and it will stay flat more or less. There'll always be exceptions, won't there? Alright, let's just flood in a little bit more of that darker blue and Payne's grey. By tilting the board, if you want to do that, you can always get it to move in a direction. Let's get that off that'll do. Now, right, that is a dodgy bit. I was going to put a bit of background in that, but I don't think I will. I think I'll dry it. So take your headphones off, and we can carry on with the painting, because the rest of it is going to be quite hard edged. We don't want too much diffusion. Okay, well there we are, that's our sky. You'll find that it doesn't dry lighter like watercolour. It doesn't dry lighter than when you put it on. It diffuses, so spreads out a bit. But I want to put a bit of background hills. And the reason I'm doing this now is because normally we'd be on a bike ride on Tuesday, us old men, but it's been raining. It's not been very nice. But every cloud has a silver lining. Got a message from Etsy to say I'd sold a couple of paintings. So I've just posted them to Georgia. And I'm going to put another 3 paintings on today. I think I don't keep it up to date. I let it sort of run down a bit, and then I forget where everything is. Right, okay. So the colours we're using is cadmium red, ultramarine, burnt sienna, which I haven't used yet. I want that just to warm up the foreground a bit. Bit of yellow ochre and a bit of Payne's grey. Payne's grey and ultramarine are great friends. You can get the lovely cool, darkish blue, almost indigo. Tinkling above real. I'll change the hake now to a medium Ron Ranson hake. We'll use a bit of that sky colour, but I want it fairly weak, so we'll just okay. Now that's the painting behind all this. That's permanent. That won't shift, he said. And then I'll let that dry a bit, and we'll get a bit of. I've got to lift a bit of undulation there. Right, headphones off. Okay, now the fun begins. We'll get my hake, and I put a bit of darker blue Payne's grey. Make sure it's all evenly done. Okay, let's just put in some bit of a delicate touch. This. Just some stuff on the horizon. You can use whatever brushes you like with this. This isn't a rough paper, it's just quite a cold press, it's beautiful paper. Saunders Waterford. Don't tell everybody I told you, because you'll all go buying it and then the price will go up. I'll cover up some of this with a bit more, much larger tree, winter sort of tree. Okay, we'll let that go. Now we want to put a bit of very, very gentle shadow on that. Just a bit of it shows through from the sky, but not a lot, so just so that's our shape of the land. Okay, we can elaborate on that, just put a bit of darker stuff in here and there. Just in the shadowy areas of that shadow. Okay, let that dry. Just reclip it, and I'll dry that bit, and then I'll go in with some more texture, for which I will use this old brush here. very raggedy. Don't know about that, why that's gone like that. I'll change it, I've got another one here. Where's it gone? Well, I washed it, I got a good scrub yesterday. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. I'll just try that. Headphones off. My wife's turned my little heater off. Right, it's not cold out. It was very cold last week. The car wouldn't start on Saturday morning. I got rescued by a mate over the road. Jump start. Well, my next door neighbour manages the two main Toyota dealers in Croydon. And he got me my little Micra. I love my little Micra. When I retired from all the heavy work, all the carpet work I used to do, I didn't need a big car, and a lady wrote my car off anyway. It was very kind of her. Right, okay, now, bit of water and some nice stark, dark bit of water there, or a bit of ice. So I'm just going to go over that. More grey. Payne's grey is a very useful colour. I'll use a bit of white on there, a bit of gouache. Just obliterate that bit of the back there. A bit of red and a bit of warmer colour showing through here. Put a bit of a fence in. You don't want to do too much and put too much stuff in. The whole point of this is it's uncluttered. You don't want to clutter it, overdo it. It's a warm colour. Okay, that's good as another brush. Make sure you keep your brushes scrupulously clean, otherwise the acrylic will dry because you've lost your brush. Right, I've got a little. Well, I had a little brush. Well, I've got so many brushes here of paints. Oh, here it is. It's a little flat brush. Wet. And I'm going to go over that. I might put some snow over that. Right, okay. It's when you do fences, don't finish them. Just leave them stark. Just leave something for the viewer to put in. I'm going to dry that. I'm not happy the way that's come out, so I'm going to change it. To do that, I need to dry it, so headphones off. Right, now then, a little touch of white. I can't really see myself doing any full-blooded acrylics. I'm not a lover of them. I prefer oil. I do love oil painting. I'll use one of these brushes here, just to go over that bit, just to obliterate a bit of ochre. Bit of slowing in the trunks and things. Oh, that's better. So we're painting solidly, because the paint will stay where it's put now. So I can put a little bit of burnt sienna in the background, I think. Just a little bit of, well. Okay, put some white bits over that background. Right, okay, that's sort of softened that a bit. Do a bit of filigree with, I'll just try it with the rigger. I want to do something in here. I'll put some dark over there and then just a few little banks here and there. So, Payne's grey. Don't overdo this. Alright, get my little flat brush. Let's clean this. Could slosh in the water. No, I won't use that one. I'll use this little squirrel brush. Right, now then, some bit of dark. Trying to give an impression of okay. What we'll do for that. Back with a rigger. Okay, we'll give that a signature, put it in the mount. Okay, mount, put that away. I won't, I'll throw the acrylic away, I won't try and keep it moist. Okay. So there we are, quite a simple little painting, uncluttered. Tree, well, I've made it blue, but I've added a bit of warmth around it. Let's just bring you out there. There we are. So I hope you like that one, folks. So this is acrylic, a simple, quick acrylic as watercolour demonstration. So I would just call it a puddle, pond. Yeah, pond. Okay, bye bye.